when Nasir El-Rufai make this accusation against National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu that these people imported Thallium sulphate, which they are using to kill any inmate they don't like, any inmate they want to wipe out from the surface of this earth. They will be injecting that substance into that person's food in one way or the other. Don't forget, let me remind you, there was a time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says that these people injected something in the AC inside his cell room in DSS that is making him, each time he keep on inhaling that thing, he keep on going weaker and weaker and weaker. Now it has been confirmed that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was really truly poisoned in DSS using that Thallium sulphate. El-Rufai accused Nuhu Ribadu of importing using his office. And people were like, let him provide evidence because of this thing. He has made accusation. Okay, in the charges against Nasir El-Rufai, make on listen very well. The same thing that happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There's no anywhere they raised the issue of accusing National Security Advisor of importing a poisonous substance. There's no anywhere it is. The same way it happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there's no anywhere they put in the charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of accusing Muhammadu Buhari of being a dead man. The so-called mainstream media, nobody is talking about that issue again. It has been swept under the carpet. And you tell me it's a country that have future that want to grow. A country that moves on trend. Anything that happened today, my brother, it becomes a trend. The next few hours, the so-called government is going to bring out another different thing that is going to take away the attention of people from what is happening. Look at what happened in Edo. You believe you me that what Okpebolo, what they did attacking P2B just to take away the attention of Edo people from the nonsense that are being happening and what is trending. The gap he made DCFR, MOROR, and the governors. So now everybody now is focusing on why must I attack P2B? Nobody is talking about governors again. Nobody is talking about security, and nobody is talking about the nonsense that the so-called illiterate that they call the governor is doing. Let me just play you this clip. You listen to this clip, my brother, you will understand that Nnamdi Kanu is a cat with 9 lives. If they like, let them inject that in direct to him. Since they could not kill him in DSS, they can never kill him. Since they could not murder him or take him out in Kenya, they can never murder him again. Listen to this, our brother Mazi Chinedu of Biafrans in Finland. He brings this message to us. I want everybody to be, share it, let it go viral. Like these people have attempted to murder Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on different occasions, but it didn't materialize. Oh yeah, watch it, and then we'll come back to dissect the comment sections. Share, comment, and follow us on all of our social media handles.
It has finally been established that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was administered with Thallium sulphate chemical poison compound in an attempt to end his life. He was administered with Thallium sulphate by the National Security Advisor Babagana Monguno in cahoots with Malami and the gang of kidnappers who brought him down from Kenya and attempted immediately to end his life. But somehow, miraculously, by the help of God in heaven, Nnamdi Kanu miraculously has survived, not without side effects in his body. Of course, we know he is passing through severe organ damage, but he is formidable and he is still alive. I want you all to remember this history particularly. Please write it down so that you always know that tomorrow people will not come and tell you otherwise. Know your history. Write it down. I have an update on this Thallium sulphate and what you need to know. I will give it to you towards the end of this video. I have 3 other stories for you, very important. So whatever you're doing, I advise you to leave it and focus while I take you down these updates that are very important. Let me start with the recent sacking of the IGP of police, Kayode Betoku, and the replacement with another Yoruba man by person of Tunji Disu. This replacement, of course, boycotted an Igbo man by name of Frank Mba, who is by far his senior. Frank Mba is by far the senior to Tunji Disu by rank and by employment. He has 8 more years to serve in the police force, who is Frank Mba. He is a DIG. While Tunji Disu has few days
40 days
as a police officer, and he's an AIG, which is lesser in rank to the DIG. But of course, the powers that be and the Nigeria that many people seem to love, the Nigeria they say that is for everybody, seem somehow to always remember that they are not for the Igbos when it gets to merits and promoting the Igbo man to the highest position in the office.
Nigeria.
Okay, remember, I always talked about it. Thank you. I always talk about it here, that the school an Igbo man goes in Nigeria is worthless if he seeks an office, most importantly in the civil service, or he seeks to enter political power. He will never get to the top of his peak.
Yeah, of course.
Be it in the military, be it anywhere. Once you are Igbo, you cannot climb.
There's no point.
People are doubting. Some are even giving excuses for the federal government. Some are, finding a way to rigmarole it.
To normalize it.
They don't understand. Do you know what it means for your name to be a barrier to you? For your tribe to be a barrier to you after you have worked hard to achieve success? Do you know what it means? I don't want to go too far. Lovers of one Nigeria, mostly in the Igbo, who are lovers of one Nigeria, come and explain to me how a man called Frank Mba, a decent, diligent, a man who has served Nigeria with his blood, perhaps he has even, done some things he's not supposed to do because he wanted to look good before government, hoping that one day they will remember him and say,
for where?
Well done.
For where?
Let us give you IG of police. You are a good Igbo man. You are a loyal Igbo man. You are a one Nigeria Igbo man. There is nothing like a one Nigeria Igbo man. They only use you for their own benefits.
Of course.
But once it reaches the time to make the appointment, they will count you as an Igbo man.
They will discard you.
One Nigeria Igbo man is when they want to get something from your people. Not that they will remember you.
Not true.
This is a big shame. A disgrace to all the politicians in Igbo land, all the professionals, the billionaires who have been begging.
They won't even say
Nigeria,
anything.
Begging for unity in Abuja, going there with their caps in hand to beg.
They will not say anything.
To persecute their own people, to make them look stupid.
Listen.
As if they are the ones that have the whole sense. This is an indictment, a caricature of our people as Igbo. We are not people to be treated like this. If ever you people have sense, because we are here telling you every day, leave this thing for them. You don't want to hear.
You don't want to hear.
Let us face our own parts. You will go and betray us. The Kanu has been preaching this gospel. You say no. Oregon, look at the shame. How will Frank Mba himself even feel by now? But of course, he caused it for himself. This is not about Frank Mba alone. It's an indictment to the whole Igbo land that you are not needed in this contraption. You are forcing yourself to belong. You don't belong. They don't rate you. All the positions for the South has been given to the Southwest. All the positions in the government that make sense is Yoruba that have it. So when they're discussing Nigeria, the Nigeria you love so much,
nobody.
When they're discussing the Nigeria you love so much, your name, your tribe will not be there to follow and discuss. You people think you have sense, but you don't have. All these elders, leaders, politicians, you think you have sense. When there is a meeting of Nigeria meeting now, they call it The positions that will attend the meeting, Igbo man does not have anyone there. So you will not be there when the agreement is being made. You will not be there. It will be like amalgamation of Nigeria when Nigeria was being discussed and Nigerians were not there. The same thing with the Berlin Conference when Africa was being discussed and Africans were not there. That is how Nigeria is being discussed and Igbos
man
are not.
Is not there.
Do you understand? Let me leave that matter for now. Let me enter to another important matter, which is, of course, you know by now that Congressman Riley, the Christian genocide, I call him honorable member of Assembly in America, who has been the one that has been drawing the attention of Donald Trump on most of the atrocities happening in Nigeria. He promised after he came to Nigeria on his final verification visit, where he came to have a spot-on analysis on what has been happening in Nigeria before their final decision. He told us on December that he was going to give Donald Trump the report, and that he has just done. But the problem I have with the report is that I don't seem to understand the recommendations therein. I read the 2-page report of Congressman Riley on the matter on Nigeria, the Christian genocide, the overview, and the recommendations he seeks should be implemented to put an end to the killings of Christians in Nigeria. My problem with the recommendations is that there is nowhere he talked about the plight of Ndigo and Biafrans. There is nowhere he talked about the plight of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And there is nowhere he talked about the division of Nigeria, which I think is the only solution we have to ending Christian genocide. What he was writing as recommendations was the American government should do this, should bring more money, should support farmers, should support herders, just normal jargons. I don't think I want to even bore you with reading that thing for you here, because to me that report was just, after all this noise, that report was not what I think he should. It's not strong enough. Let me say, it's not strong enough. There is no much progress in that report that seeks to end this Christian genocide in Nigeria, or at least put an end to it. The Igbos form the majority of Christians in Nigeria. I've always said it. Nobody's listening. You're not listening, sir. Congressman Riley. The Igbos are the majority of Christians. You want to help Christians in Nigeria? You must start from Igbo land.
Yes, of course.
I know very well that a lot of things are going underground, so I don't want to really, let me say, maybe that report was not all that is going on. There are other things, because I know Donald Trump has his final decision on what to do. It's not a report Trump is going to use, but perhaps it's going to guide him. But I know that that report was meant to be harsher than what I saw. So I don't want to really go through the report, because to me, it really, really spoiled my day yesterday reading it. I spent the night reading the report. I don't really understand. The report was not really all that, so I don't really want to spend my time talking about it. I'll just...
Okay. The end of the news means, it's all about the report really more submitted to Donald J. Trump. That is what our brother is trying to emphasize. So there's not much time for we to waste. Let me just read some few comments and then we'll round up, because Chibo said it is not everything about the report that you will know, and it is not everything that you know about the report that you will understand, because in geopolitical diplomacy, everything is not put openly in black and white. I agree with you, my brother. John C. said that man might have been lobbied. Nigeria is wonderful. Anyway, let's look. Let's take a look. Lilian Ekulugo said, thank God for serving our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God is the ultimate. Okay, these are a few points of mine, and I'm very sure you understand why we said Nnamdi Kanu is a cat with 9 lives. You cannot kill him. Nobody except the God who created him, with the one who is going to call him when the time is right. So have a nice day. I'm a regular continue to bless you all, prosper you, and meet you at every point of your need. Please share this message. All the very, very important part. Kachineke mezi okwu.